So, so being millennials and being part of GWOT, one thing I've noticed is that you get the privilege of having people compare your experiences with just about every war we've fought and every situation out there. At least you don't have to deal with mustard gas. At least you don't have to deal with Japanese bonsai charges. At least you don't have to deal with the Korean winter. Basically just kind of belittling your experience. One of the big comparisons is, well, at least you don't have to deal with how much hate the Vietnam troops got. At least you don't have to deal with that. Everyone loves the troops. Got their yellow ribbons out there. That's one of the big ones. Is you're not as good or as hard, or you didn't sacrifice as much as Vietnam vets because no one treats you like shit. Which, in my experience, has not been the case at all. Um, I've been treated. I've experienced mostly hostility in association with my service to the government. Uh, and I did comprehensive research on this that kind of proved my point. I'm just going to read a couple tweets that I saw pretty quickly on Twitter. Fuck the troops and fuck you, Drumpf. Fuck the troops, all of them, and Viva Mexico, and take me out. I just thought the suit was cool. Juancho Huncho. It was quintessential American values. This is from Mom Sia. For all the troops overseas who genuinely love their job and weren't pressured into it and want to fight for their country, fuck you. And this is from Authentically Didi, a black nationalist. Fuck the police, fuck the troops. We've been brainwashed since birth to think that's blasphemy. It's not. This is about the oppressive institutions comprising our military and law enforcement. Who Killed Dove says, fuck ICE, fuck the troops, fuck cops, fuck the Dems, fuck the GOP, fuck Bernie, fuck bigoted xenophobic Americans, fuck the bootlickers, fuck capitalists, and most importantly, fuck the USA. Voluntary Joe says, send troops to die for the UN. Yay. The UN votes against Israel. Fuck the UN. Israel first. Well, Voluntary Joe, fuck Israel. So that's, to me, I mean, what I just read it has been my experience for the most part. I quickly learned not to wear stuff out in public that denoted my military service. I'm sure some people in southern Texas or Louisiana will say, well, I wear military stuff out all the time and I get nothing but compliments and free meals. That I just haven't had that experience, especially where I live. So I stopped wearing things that denoted my military experience because I was getting harassed. So I've been spit on and pushed and called a baby killer, and just a lot of fun interactions with civilians and in my own country, to the point where I don't readily admit I was in the military anymore. I tell people I do something else for a living, and if you tell people you're a contractor or you're a private military contractor, the reactions are possibly even worse. So I just kind of wanted to cast doubt on one of the I don't know, comparative slights I hear against millennial soldiers, which is you don't have it as tough as Vietnam vets. I honestly, like I said, I couldn't disagree more. So, um, I feel unsafe wearing military clothing out in public or anything that denotes that I served at one point. I try to keep a low profile because I don't like being pushed or punched or harassed because of something I did overseas. So it's just my experience, and maybe I've just had a really unlucky go at it. But I think the culture of fuck the troops is pretty prevalent. It has been since I don't know 2010. You know, yeah, at least right, at least since 2010, maybe even earlier. Code Pink, you know. So and it's not just anti-war. It's not anti-war anymore. It's fuck the troops. It's literally I hope soldiers die. You know, and that's the sort of extremism that's been just becoming more accepted in this country. So hopefully you know that cast doubt on that comparison and maybe we can just stop fucking making comparisons and trying to find things that the millennial generation of soldiers hasn't done because while there is plenty of different aspects of war we haven't experienced yet, you haven't fucking experienced drones dropping grenades with uh, fucking badminton fins attached to it. You don't know what that's like, so, fuck off with your comparisons. We get to experience the technological hell you've created for us on the battlefield. So, different type of war being fought. From what everyone's saying, it's going to be more deadly. Uh, anyway, anyway, I will. Oh, and I also wore something different, so you could know that I have alternate clothes. Anyway, I'll talk to you later when I win Vietnam.